What is going on, guys? Joey Franzo here at Flex Training Systems. Last week, I was talking to my boy Russ. We were just kind of talking about a specific hot topic in the powerlifting community, and he kind of brought up the topic of being a gamer, and I told him I think that would be a great video to talk about this week. So here we are. I'm just going to be talking about what does it mean to be a gamer? What the fuck is being a gamer? Not literally playing video games, although gamers may have part of this in their psyche, which allows them to be successful at the highest levels. But I'm gonna relate this to powerlifting like I do with everything, whether it's TV, fucking Japanese cartoons, fucking anything. I'm gonna relate it to powerlifting, and try to give you guys a takeaway from what I'm about to say. Essentially, we're just gonna go through some things that make a like what it means to be a gamer, what it means to be a high level competitor. With that being said, let's get into it. So, they say the difference between a champion, and a loser is a mindset. I'm gonna touch on this at the end of the video, but yeah, I mean, at the top levels, like if we're looking at like the top three, I can absolutely agree with that. If you have three guys that are like kind of neck and neck, and one of them they have this like unrelenting dying passion to be the best that they can be. Maybe they take things a little bit more seriously because this is kind of their livelihood, right? They found a way to monetize their powerlifting, so they can literally directly benefit from them being successful on the platform. Um, those guys are going to have a whole different mindset and approach to everything that they do related to powerlifting than somebody that kind of just does it like it's like the last thing on their list, right? Their job's number one, then school's number two, and then powerlifting's number three. It's going to be very hard for somebody that's participating in powerlifting with those two big priorities ahead of it. Maybe families in there too, whatever. You know, if you got to be real with yourself and be like, yo, like I don't have the current ability in my life to put powerlifting in that number one slot. So like you're probably gonna have to accept losing it to people that do make it number one. You can do the best you can to try to mitigate that, but at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to micromanaging. It's gonna come down to every little detail. It's gonna come down to stuff like that is gonna matter. You know what I mean? There are genetic freaks out there, like one, maybe like two, that are just gonna be successful no matter what else they have going on. Meaning that their genetics would kind of allow them to overcome everything, all that adversity, all of that. Ashton Ruska is the only person I can really think of where, you know, he could fucking do a military thing that's just gonna completely destroy like most people, and then win a powerlifting meet like right after that, like win nationals or some shit right after that. So, but that's him, and a lot of you guys aren't him, so you shouldn't compare yourself. Um, that being said, yeah, passion. You gotta have that. You gotta have that kind of internal motivation, whether it's your livelihood that depends on it. Me for example, like I don't just coach on the side for fun. This is my main thing, and I support many people through my coaching. I got people that work for me. My mom depends on me. Tina obviously needs me and things like that. So I have like other motivations besides like yeah, of course I want to win, but I like I can't afford to fail, so I have no other option. You get what I'm saying? I guess that can give you guys a little bit more background about me, but the same thing applies to individual competitors, right? And I do share a lot of these traits as a lifter, or sorry, as a coach, right? I mean, I do lift, but I approach my lifting differently. I put the lifter first, obviously, and I just kind of lift afterwards, and I'm doing all right. So. But yeah, other characteristics of top level competitors is they don't complain, they adapt and they overcome and they're flexible, based on whatever's in front of them. Meaning, let's say for powerlifting purposes, right? If we go into a competition and we don't have the equipment that we're expecting, or the venue's a lot harder than we expected, or fucking the TVs break, the monitors break, right? Or something happens, right? And you're just like, okay, I could complain about this and let it knock me out of my groove and just fucking let it bother me, or I could say, I'm gonna get my shit together. I'm gonna do the best that I can. I'm gonna pay attention to the timings or whatever. I'm gonna listen to commands and whatnot, and I'm gonna fucking execute, right? Because if you don't, somebody's gonna do that, right? somebody's going to do that and they're going to end up beating you when probably you should have won. It's just about maintaining that focus, and then kind of trusting the process, trusting all of your training, trust everything that you've done leading up to this point, to just say, hey, you know what? I've been here before. I've done this before. This is a familiar thing for me. I've done this. I've done this lift 1,000 times in the gym. All I'm doing is doing it here on a platform in front of 3 judges. There's no pressure. I'm gonna fucking get it done. And you kind of build that confidence that these top competitors have in training. You're literally just reinforcing that mindset every day you go into the gym. The longer you do this, the more hours you put in, you're just going to get better at it. And I think as humans, we do evolve, we do grow, and especially from a mental standpoint, if we keep reinforcing those good habits, then come meet day, I have in my notes here, solid training leads to ultra instinct. Some of you guys might think that shit's corny, but it's fucking true, right? What is ultra instinct? It's like, what is ultra instinct? It's like you're acting autonomously, right? Your body's just taking over. You're just lifting, right? You don't even think about it. You're just like, I remember the first time I went to the Arnold, and I fucking saw those lights in front of me, and it was like, oh shit, I'm at the Arnold. It fucked me up a little bit, right? That was the first and only squat I ever missed in USAPL. Was my third squat in my first Arnold. I never missed a squat after that, right? Every time I go in now, this last meet when I hit that 744, I didn't even think, right? I was a little nervous. It's 744. It's a lot of fucking weight, and I was like, oh shit, this could really jack me up if I fuck up. But I trusted my training. I put my mind to 100% committing to, like, I'm gonna unrack this weight. I'm gonna breathe. I'm gonna brace. It's gonna be a little bit uncomfortable, but I'm gonna take this weight down into the hole with me, and then I'm gonna reverse out, and I'm gonna give it everything I got, and I know that I'm gonna come up with it, and I did. Just fucking talking about that put me back in that moment, and I felt exactly how I felt just now. Holy shit, guys. Uh, I had to pause the video for a second because I was getting a little fucking excited there. But I mean, you guys can feel my passion in the way that I talk. You get what I'm saying? This isn't a fucking game. I make it seem like it's a game, and I am a fucking gamer, literally and figuratively. But you gotta have that. You gotta have that fucking internal passion, right? And the reason why I keep talking about this is because so many of us, we social media dominates so much of our life. We're looking at all these other people. We see all these other guys out there, and other people want to be like that. They want to do this and that and whatnot. But it's like, you got to be real with yourself and understand. Maybe I don't have the life resources right now to do it. Right? Maybe I don't have, the time and effort to put myself in that position. And you got to be real with yourself. And it might fucking suck because someone's going to come up from behind you that does have the time to do that, to put powerlifting as their number one, and they might beat you. And you could either let it kill you and consume you, or you can just say, you know what? I understand. It's all good. I'm gonna be happy with where I am. Or maybe you say fuck it and you move on and you do some other shit. I'm just trying to make you a better fucking lifter, right? At the highest level. You can't complain about shit. When shit fucking goes wrong, you just gotta overcome it in the moment and get it done. I already talked about, some people do this to literally put food on the table. Not many, but there's a couple. But again, lifting can be whatever you want it to be. If you want to give it 110% and make it your number one thing, as long as you're paying your bills and you're surviving and things like that, then go ahead and do that. Otherwise, just take what you can and accept that and be happy and have fun with it. At the end of the day, you can always boil powerlifting back down to just having fun, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. But just don't lie to yourself and act like you want to be number one when you can't, right? I think I already talked about the top levels. Everybody has good genetics, so it comes down to mentality. I feel like I'm missing one more thing. I think that's it, guys. We got nationals coming up, so I just wanted to put this video out. You guys can take something away from it and just kind of just be ready to go, man. When it's when they call your name and it's time to go lift, trust in your training. Go out there, execute your lifts. Hit all 3 of them, come off the platform, get everything done, and then look back and look how far you've come, right? And then shake it up, see all the homies and whatnot. Um, that's really it, guys. I just don't like seeing people complain about shit that doesn't matter. There's no point complaining about shit you can't compare about. And at the end of the day, we're just trying to make this whole powerlifting thing better. So I think in a small way, right? I'm trying to do that here. So that being said, a couple things unrelated to this video. The flex training systems competition tees with the A7 on the one arm with the American flag on the back and then all that good stuff, the ones that you guys want, that you guys keep asking me about, they're coming. They should be here in about 2 weeks. Once we get them, if you're doing nationals, you're gonna have first priority. If you're a part of the team, you're gonna have priority. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to bring them to nationals and deliver them to you by hand. That being said, just hang tight. Those are coming. We're also gonna have our regular apparel, sweaters, and whatnot, and we're working on an A7 collab with the Bar Grip. If you guys are interested in Bar Grip Flex Training Systems shirts, right? The same ones that they've done. It's just gonna be with Flex. Maybe we'll stay in the pocket on it or something. Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Let me get better today in the comments below, since that's what we're trying to do at the end of the day. We're all trying to get better. Or you know what? Fucking shout out to Dion. Let me get a always building down in the comments below too. Yeah, thank you guys so much. If you have any questions, drop them below. Feel free to drop into my streams on Twitch. I've been streaming my lifting, and it's been pretty fun. It's been pretty fun. You guys can come by, ask me whatever. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.